Hey, welcome back for episode 2 of Catfishman's movie reviews for collections.com. I want to say once again thank you very much to Corey Buckner for inviting me to do these reviews. I'm already doing reviews on my own site at ilikebadmovies.com. Make sure you visit there, but also make sure you go over to collections.com. That's colexion's.com if you're watching this on YouTube or on my own site at ilikebadmovies.com, because I want you to go over to collections.com, bask in the glory that is all these collections from people like me, retro gaming collectors. We share our collections, we share our stories, and this weekend, the 3rd of May at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so I guess that would be 8 Central Standard Time, we're going to be having a retro show and tell. It'll be our 4th one. And hope to see some of you folks there. If you got some goodies to show off, we want to see that. So, I want to say I'm sorry for the delay between the first episode, my review of Super Mario Brothers, and then this review, my second review. This is going to be The Last Starfighter. Now, initially, I was going to do Tron, but with some subtle suggestions from Megatron's Fury, as well as Corey himself, let's do The Last Starfighter. Now, Last Starfighter came out in 1984, considered a classic science fiction movie now. Back in 84, I was 14 going on 15. You can do the math to figure out how old I am. I watched this movie one summer afternoon with my buddy Craig. We were best buddies back at the time. And he came out raving about the movie. I came out kind of a little disappointed. Probably the only 14-year-old that was disappointed by this movie. Now, over the years, my opinion has changed. I'll get into that, shortly. But first, why don't we check out the trailer for The Last Starfighter, and when we come back, I will give you my brief review. Not going to be anything super long. And, we'll discuss a little bit. I'll explain why I didn't like it then and why I do like it now. So, that said, here's the trailer for The Last Starfighter.
It started with a game. The Last Starfighter.
Alright, how many of you had a whole bunch of happy memories come rushing back after that? Yeah, well, like I said, when I was 14 walking out of the theater, I was pretty disappointed. And I know that's weird to say, especially being a 14-year-old and sci-fi and explosions and good guy gets the girl, all that stuff. I'll get into that in a bit. Let me just say, Starfighter tells the story of a young man, Alex Rogan. Alex Rogan has big dreams, but he lives in a small world. He and his mother run the Starlight Trailer Park. He's got dreams of going to at least a big-name college. Dreams get dashed. He gets upset. Takes out his frustrations playing a video game called Starfighter that was installed just outside the store in the trailer park that he and his mother run. He'd been playing it for a little while. One night, after getting the news that he's not going to be going to the big game college because he didn't get the loan, he decides to just get his frustrations out, as I've already noted. He's playing the game. One of the fellow trailer park tenants notices that he's about to get the high score, rounds up everybody, says, "Oh, Alex is going to get the world's high score." And then, of course, everybody gathers around. Big, exciting thing. I guess nothing really happens in the trailer park, so when somebody's getting a high score in a video game, everybody's got to rush down. Sounds pretty cheesy, but cheesy is not necessarily bad in my world. So, well, anyways, turns out that the video game is actually not just a video game, but a recruitment device brought to Earth by an alien called Centauri. Centauri is played by Robert Preston, a great character actor that you'll recognize right away if you haven't seen the movie. But anyways, it's to recruit people or aliens and creatures to join the Starfighters, for part of the Rylon League, Star League, I should say. Now, the Rylon Star League are fighting against the Kodan Empire, which is being assisted by a traitor from the Rylons. And the Kodan Empire wants to take over the galaxy or universe and then, enslave everybody. The Rylon Star League are the good guys. Well, Alex is recruited. He doesn't know he's recruited. He ends up going for a drive in a flying car owned by Centauri. Meanwhile, he's replaced back at home with what's called a beta unit, or like an android of some sort. Doesn't quite fit in socially yet. Makes some interesting mistakes when it comes to the relationship between Alex and Maggie. Maggie, played by the gorgeous Catherine Mary Stewart, a fellow Canadian. And you might actually recognize her from another movie called Night of the Comet. Another great movie. Cheesy 80s movie, but watch it if you get a chance. That's beside the point. So anyways, Alex ends up at this star base with a whole bunch of starfighters, everybody being trained. He doesn't believe it at first. And then when he finally does figure out what's going on, he just wants to get back home. This isn't right. It's not his problem, kind of thing. Disappointed, but obliging. Centauri brings him back home. When he gets home, he finds out that things aren't quite the same. He's being hunted because the Kodan know that he was recruited as a starfighter, and of course now his well-being, the well-being of his friends and family are in danger. So he decides to do the only thing that he really can do is, he'll become a starfighter and defend the universe or galaxy, or whatever it might be, from the Kodan Empire. This movie is a fun movie, a very fun movie. Now, when I was 14, as I mentioned earlier, I was a little disappointed, and I'm going to tell you why. This is one of the earlier movies to use a lot of CGI. This and Tron. Now, I think more so in this case. This is a little farther along the line. Tron came out earlier than Last Starfighter. Last Starfighter used CGI for the ships and everything like that. They look good. My issue when I was 14 was they looked too good. Too clean. They look like they've just been stamped, put out there. Lighting's perfect. There's no dirt. There's nothing to make these things look like they've ever been used before. When you're looking at a movie like Star Wars, where they used all sets and models, they were able to actually shade in there because it's done by hand, done by paint. Make it look like it's not a brand new device. It's lived in. Or look at the movie like Aliens. When they're walking around the ships, there's garbage on the floor. It's not a pristine environment. So I found that it kind of took away from the realism. Everything like just too perfect, too computer generated. Now that it's a long time since I first saw the movie, having rewatched it, I love the movie. It's pretty typical. There's a guy who's got a girl. He has to save the world or the universe. He pushes back at first, ends up doing the right thing. Of course, there's a good, a happy ending. This is a movie made for teens and such. So, happy ending, some special effects, some explosions, aliens, some half-decent acting. I mean, we've got Lance Guest as Alex Rogan. We got Chris Hebert as Louis Rogan. That's his little brother, precocious little brother. Some really funny scenes between the little brother and the beta unit, aka Android, and Alex himself when they're both in the room at the same time when Louis is supposed to be sleeping. And then, of course, we got Maggie, played by Catherine Mary Stewart. And then you got Greg, who is the sort of the navigator and sidekick for Alex as a starfighter. Greg, played by the great Dan O'Harely. Watch this movie. If you haven't seen it for years, treat yourself and watch it again. If you haven't seen it before, hey, go in and watch it. Keep an open mind. It's a fun movie. It is from the 80s, but it aged well, I believe. I said that thing with the special effects still there, but I got past it. It's absolutely enjoyable. I think you should go out and watch it. Watch it today if you can. It's one that you can find on Blu-ray for under $10, at least here in Canada, under $10. It's a cheap find. I've got it for $8, I believe, at a local Walmart, and Walmarts have pretty much the same prices across Canada, so go out and grab it. I'm sure it's not much more. In fact, it's probably less in the States. So that's The Last Starfighter. It's a pretty fast review, but I wanted to get something out for you guys, and I want to say watch the movie. Go to collections.com. That's colexIONS.com if you're watching this on YouTube. Also go to I Like Bad Movies if you're not watching this on I Like Bad Movies. Go to both sites and keep it retro and keep watching movies. Thanks, Corey, for the opportunity once again to be doing these reviews. And Megatron's Fury, thanks for actually putting the bug in my head for this movie. Now, I got a couple other ones under my belt that I've already watched, so those will be coming out soon, hopefully a lot sooner than this to get this one out. So everybody have yourself a fantastic evening, afternoon, day, whatever's happening, and hopefully you'll see another one of these reviews by me shortly.
Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts, we got coffee cups, we've got to-go cups, we've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com.